again, this tutorial is for another crochet stitch called the Alpine stitch. It's quite a simple stitch to do. It is just the one-sided, it's not a reversible stitch, so it won't be the same on each side. I'm working this particular one in double knit with a 5mm hook, but you can work this stitch with any thickness of yarn as long as you adjust the hook size to correspond with the ball band. So if you were going to use an Aran or worsted weight of yarn, you would need to probably go up to a 6mm. If you were using a finer yarn, you could come down to a 4 or a 4.5. We start with a chain, and the chain just needs to be an odd number of stitches. So to start, we're going to slip knot onto the hook and then work however many chains you want to make the width of the project. For this tutorial, I'm not going to do a huge chain. I'll just do 17 stitches so that we can keep the tutorial nice and short. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The first row is quite simple. We're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So that's into the chain, pick up a loop, pull through, yarn over and pull through both of the loops. And we're going to do one single crochet into each chain to the other side. So it's a nice and simple row. The first two rows are very simple and straightforward. So if you want to carry on, you can pause the video and single crochet to the end of your chain. I'll just get to the end of mine here. I'm just working one single in each and every chain to the end. Once you've reached the end, I'm going to turn the work around and work 3 chains. That's going to count as the first double, and then we're just going to simply do one double into each of the singles from the first row. So it's yarn over, into the stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're just going to work one double into each of the singles. So again, if you want to pause the video so that you can work your doubles all the way along to the end of the row. So once you've done the second row, which is just the doubles all the way along, we're now ready to start on the pattern. And the pattern repeat is just 2 rows. It's the next 2 rows that I'm going to show. So we're going to start again with row 1 of the pattern, and row 1 is just a single crochet into each of the doubles that we've just done for this row. So we're going to single into that very first stitch and a single into each stitch all the way along. So if you want to work these single crochets, I'll meet you at the end of the row. Get to the end of the row, the last single will be into the top of the 3 chain that counted as the first double. So again, we're going to turn the work around. We're now going to start working the actual pattern. So we've got 3 chain, which counts as the first double. We're now going to work a front post double around this next double from the round where we did the doubles before these singles. So we go with the hook behind the bar of the stitch and pick up a loop. We now need to pull the stitch up so that it's on a level with the 3 chain that we worked to start off with. Yarn over through 2 and yarn over through 2. On the next stitch, which is the single that's above this next double here, we're just going to work a normal double crochet. Skip this double here and we're going to work a front post loose double around this next stitch. So through the back, pick up the loop, and then we're going to pull the yarn up so that it's on a level with the double crochet that we've just done. Through 2, yarn over, through 2. So you can see that the stitch is the same length as the doubles that we're going to do in between these front post doubles. So we just carry on all the way along, working a double into the next stitch, and then the front post double into the double from the last but one row, remembering to pull it quite loose upwards to complete the stitch. So it'll be a double into this next one, and then a long double front post around this next stitch. And to do that, we just pull the yarn upwards and work the double as normal. A double into the next stitch, and then again we've got the front post into the next one, pulling the loops up so you can see the actual pattern is now forming, and we're working alternate doubles from this row here. So we work one, miss one, work one, miss one. The ones that we miss, we're just going to do a normal double in those. So double into the next, the front post long double into the next stitch, a double, the front post double, a double, and then at the end of this row we're just going to work another double into that first single from the previous row. The alternate rows are always going to be the same, which is a single crochet in each stitch. So that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you just want to pause the video until you've worked your singles across this row, and I'll meet you at the end. Worked the row back of single crochets, we're now going to do the next row of the front post doubles. So again, we're going to start with 3 chain, and that's going to count as the first stitch. So because on the last row of doubles we worked the front post around this first stitch, we're going to just work a normal double into that one. And now the stitch that we did the double is now going to be the one that we use the front post double. Remember to pull the yarn up so that it's on a level with the double that you've just worked. And again, just a normal double into the next stitch, and then a front post double into the next one. So a double and the front post double into the next. A double where we did the front post double, and a front post into the one that was just the normal double. We just work exactly the same all the way along, working a double followed by a front post double into the stitch that was the double on this row here. The double, the front post double, a double, and a front post double, and then the very last stitch will be a double into the final single crochet from the row before. So each row that you do, you will start working the opposite to what you've done on the previous row. So your next row will be the single crochets back across, and then you'll start the next double row with the 3 chain, which counts as the first double, and then we would do another front post double into this first stitch. I'll just work another row of singles and then show you what I mean as we go onto the next row. So we'll quickly work 1 single crochet into each stitch. And if you want to carry on working your singles all the way along to the end, and I'll see you when we get to the other end of the row. Remember to always do the final single into the top of the 3 chain starting stitch. So there we're ready to start the front post double rows again. So as always, the first stitch is going to be the 3 chain, which counts as the first double, and then because on this row here it was a normal double, that's the stitch that you will do the front post double into, remembering to pull the yarn up. So the next stitch was a front post, so on this one it will be just a standard double, and that works all the way along the row. Once you've done the rows a couple of times, you'll be able to see straight away which stitch is going to be the starting stitch of, oh, I didn't pull that up quite far enough. As long as you remember to pull the yarn up to the same level as the doubles that you've done previous to the front post doubles, it's quite a nice simple stitch to do. So I do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel, give the video a like, and I hope to see you again soon. So thanks for watching. Bye.